Hello, my name is Chris Ogle and welcome to my Link4Growth news update for the 20th of July, and it's week 27. Well, it's been a sweltering week. I don't know whether you felt that way, but it's been pretty much the hottest week of the year. But there's still loads happening in Link4Growth. What I'm going to do here is take you through a little bit about what happened last week, then some of the developments that we've got going on. Then I'm going to talk to you about some of the interesting things that we're doing online, and some of the training that we're going to be running, and what we're thinking about, the soundbite information, and then what's on next week, and some other exciting things that we're doing. And one of them is our open source Link4Skills, and something that we're very excited about. So hang on till the end, because the best is at the end. Okay, so what happened last week? Well, I attended, well no, I didn't attend on Monday, Islington, but it took place on Monday. On Tuesday we had Uxbridge, Coventry, Watford, Croxley Business Park, and Peterborough drinks, and I went up for the Coventry one. It was a great event up there, but we had lots going on Tuesday. On Wednesday, there was no uncharacteristic. There was no event. However, I went off to South Wales because on Thursday there was an event in Cardiff Bay, and I attended that. That was great, sitting outside on the bay. And if anyone's seen my Facebook page, you'll see some great pictures on there of what it was like down there. Just a superb day. Stevenage was on that day as well, Ealing and Watford drinks in the evening, and then on Friday Pinner, Child Friendly, and Boreham Wood, which I went over to, and some good conversations there with Diane Aridopi. Okay, so that was last week. The events have been rolled over, and I think the Harlow launch one is almost on the system. I'm not quite sure it's live yet, but Harlow is now up and running. Chelmsford, I think we've got the date agreed and the venue agreed for that, so look out for that one. That's also commencing in September. Castle Point near Canvey Island, we couldn't get hold of the chap who's confirming that last week, so hopefully that will be sorted this week. Up in the Midlands on Tuesday in Coventry, a lot of good stuff coming out of there at the moment. So after the event itself, we went off, James and I went off to the centre of Coventry to a coffee shop there, which is right near the middle of the town centre, and it looks like that venue will come into operation, but not until probably October, to be honest. So, but it looks like we might have a new one there. We may be moving the rugby drinks. James and Phil Smith are working on that at the moment, and the Google Plus workshop looks like it's going to be scheduled for the end of August now, and there are a couple of dates that have been put forward, so I will let you know about that next week. In South East Hearts, we've got a possibility for a new event at the Metro Bank, but we're holding fire on that probably until September time because of holidays, etc. But we might also get something running in the Regis building in Boreham Wood, so we're doing quite a lot of work with Regis and it's going quite well, so I'll let you know about that. In London, we still haven't confirmed up the Enfield event, but I hope I will be seeing someone next week putting that in place. And we've got a possible event at Venue 5 in Eastcote, which I mentioned last week, so watch out for that. I was down in Wales this week. There's some really interesting, very interesting meeting down there. 3 or 4 people that totally get what Link4Growth is all about. I met a couple down there who actually have been spent years and years actually helping people to run charities effectively. So if anybody's setting up a charity, they don't know what they're doing. These people have got all the knowledge, so I'm trying to coax them into doing a workshop, getting them on the forums. But there are some real genuine people down there who are interested in community and participating in Link4Growth. So I'm expecting some quite good things to come out of that in the coming weeks. Oh, we've got a new event probably in Caerphilly likely to start in September as well. I think I've identified 3 people who'd be interested in making that happen, so that would be good, and there'll probably be another event happening down there as well. So as you were aware, I've deployed Pinterest for Link4Growth. Now if you're a subscriber to Link4Growth, our Pinterest boards are there to showcase you as subscribers. But and there's a forum that I put up there today about that. Now if you're not in the people gallery on that board, and you can get to it by pinterest.com/Link4Growth, if you're not in the Link4Growth gallery there, then it's probably because you haven't got a picture on your profile big enough for Pinterest to find, and you haven't got anything in your bio explaining what problems you solve. Now, we can't showcase you unless you do your half of the bargain, so please update your content and then let me know, and then I can get you in the right place on the Pinterest, on the board, which is representative of what you do, because it's going to be easy for us then to talk about you and show people what you do, etc., because we'll have all that stuff on Pinterest. The mobile friendly website is progressing now. I think we've got over a few hurdles, and I think everyone's happy. Maybe that's too strong a word for it, happy, but I think we're well on the way. So I'm not going to give you any timescales for that either, but the concept is that people who are Link4Growth people want to be able to go on their mobile and actually find information out quickly and efficiently, so it has to be really easy to use. So we are thinking about it, and it will be good when it comes out. The third flyer, don't ask me about it. I'm thinking of changing it again. So we've had the red marker out. I'm going to go at it again, likely to have another bashing, and then we'll get that finished, but it's on my agenda for this week. We've got some great new workshops in the planning. We've got a PR one which is already live. That's going to be running in Peterborough in September. That looks to be excellent. If you haven't checked out the Eventbrite page for that yet, do so, because everyone needs that workshop. We've got another workshop in the planning about a new business paradigm, how to do business in the 21st century. It's all changing, so what was working before won't work in the future, and it's based on some things about the 7 Graces marketing concept, which is by Lynn Seraphin. She wrote a book about that, and that'll be with Kate Griffiths, so that'll be really interesting. Parents worried about what their kids are up to on the internet, not necessarily what they're up to, but how they can get onto things and how they can kind of get round and sneak round the back door without you knowing. So if you want to know how you can kind of keep up with them, then we've got a workshop that's going to be aimed at you. 1-page business plan, leadership, how to refocus on your business, money matters for sole traders, contact management and CRM, loads of stuff that's coming, and I'm going to talk about how powerful this is going to be a little bit later on. We've got the accountability program, the next batch starting in September. Accountability is massive. If you're not doing what you said you're going to do and you're letting yourself down, get yourself on the accountability program. A fantastic post on the forum by Steve Lazarus explaining how it's helped him. So do get on that if you need help. We've got an advanced LinkedIn program starting in September as well. That's for, the trouble is that you go on these workshops, you go away with the best of intentions, and then what happens is work gets in the way. You get sucked into the same old routine. It slips for a week or two. The excitement and the energy goes, and then you forget what you're supposed to be doing, and then you disappear. These advanced programs are about making sure that you do these things week in, week out, and get them deployed, because unless they're deployed, unless you do these things with intent, you won't get the benefit. So look out for these. We're going to be doing them on Twitter and Hootsuite, Connect with Intent, LinkedIn, Google+. We're going to be doing them all, so watch out for those, and if you are struggling and you need that support, then make sure you put yourself into those things. And we've also got the digital strategy mentor one coming in later in the year as well. Whoa, it's going to be a lot of stuff happening. Now, don't forget the sound bites. If you've got something really going on in your life which is interesting and you're passionate about, then please let us know. I didn't do any this week, but I've got a couple that I've got sort of sitting in the wings to post, which I'll do. And I've also got one with Margaret Gillen coming up, Chris Cornell, Peter Willett, Carol Mann. If you're interested in doing a soundbite, let me know. I've got a few more that I've got sitting there waiting to go as well, so just get yourself in the list. In the coming week, right, events, we've got Monday, nothing. So there's an opportunity to catch up there. Tuesday, Potter's Bar, Islington. Wednesday, Peterborough. Connect with Intent workshop in London and Hitching Drinks in the evening. Thursday, Swiss Cottage, Welling, Ely. That's going to be a big one. And Rickmansworth at the Regis Building. And Friday, we're at Barnet. So a lot going on this week. Do book yourself into one of those. Keep being present. You know, don't leave it. You be present, because if people forget who you are if you don't turn up to these things. Initiatives for the coming month, right? What is Link4Growth? I've done an audio boo which is explaining what Link4Growth is. If anybody's ever been to Paul Violet's Waltham Abbey, he stands up and does a 5-minute thing about what's Link4Growth. We've put that into an audio boo that we can share. We're just going to get that vetted by the district leaders, but once that's approved, it will be a link you can send to people to explain what Link4Growth is all about. Keeping it simple. If you remember, in June I was going to be working with organisations. That's continuing. There's some positive signs coming out of that. Still working with Enterprise Rockers, still working on that G+ stuff with them. Buy Local initiative that I started in Watford, that's happening. I went down and picked up some business cards from some local companies last Sunday, and I'm going to get those pages sorted out this week, so that's good. Now, here's an exciting one. Open source Link for Skills. What's that all about? Wouldn't it be great if we could create a low-cost series of workshops, thousands of workshops covering all imaginable things that people might want to know, right across the country, accessible and available to all. Now that would be a massive undertaking if someone like Link4Growth was to do that centrally. But by asking the people in the community to step up and actually do those workshops themselves, everyone that's got a skill or a passion that they want to share with other people, you can do that. You can do that within Link4Growth. So if you've got an idea for a workshop, like we've got the PR one, there's a lady up there, she's an excellent PR trainer. She's going to run a workshop within Link4Growth, abiding by the same principles that we apply in Link4Growth, £15 per person for half a day. But we're encouraging everybody in Link4Growth to be able to produce a workshop that if they think that workshop has got a market, has got people in Link4Growth that will need it. And bearing in mind that there's going to be 8 million of us by 2018, so we're going to have a market for every single type of workshop that could possibly exist. But we're creating those workshops. It's not being reliant on a training company or someone putting them together. We will create those workshops for the people in the community. Fantastic. Open source Link for Skills. If you want to do a workshop, tell us about it and we'll help make it happen. So it's amazing. We're going to have workshops on nutrition, fitness, cooking, writing a book, how to write an ebook, how to run a charity, PR, basic bookkeeping. All these workshops are going to be out there for all sorts of different things. So you've got a one-stop shop, thousands of workshops. You can pick which workshop you want to go on, and amazing. I think it's going to be a really fantastic thing. Tell people about it, because Link4Growth is where it's at. Things are about to hot up again, aren't they? I've heard the weather's going to be good too. So anyway, that's it. That's me over with. I'll catch you all next week, week 28. See you all next week. Good night for now, and have a great week. Bye.